You ever have one of those days where it's just like, I need to make a video? This is one of them. So this is going to be pertaining to a Lexus and Toyota. So in short, I was doing my buddy's Lexus, which is the RX350. Bear with me, I'm a little sick. So needless to say, when we were doing the oil change, we had to literally hulk the drain plug out. And I tell you, we had to hulk that thing out. It was an understatement. The oil filter housing, we had to hulk that thing out. Unfortunately, it broke. So that's part of it. And I know you can just see it. See that? Ooh, just get it just about right. Yep. It put a hole in it. So, not sure if it was someone who went on ahead and hulked on it, or it being plastic, and again, the engine was cold, it just wouldn't come off. Needless to say, us removing it, broke it, and put a hole in it. Actually, let me go back to that. So, fortunate enough for us, before I go back to that, we have a dealership that's not too far away. Took it, they had one in stock, and we did buy the OEM one per VIN. Should you guys need the part number, again, per VIN, always give them your VIN to make sure that is the part number for that. I wanted a permanent fix. That's the permanent fix for it. So that's the part number. So should you guys embark on the aluminum version of it, it does come with a seal here. The seal for that is always inside. And then you just transfer over, without dropping the gasket, you just drop over that little drain plug, transfer that over. So yeah, after that little ordeal, again, we embarked on the OEM to be confident that that needed to go back in, and we were working at the time. Time was of the essence earlier today. So I got to dabbling into doing some research after the whole ordeal. I told him, let me see if there's an aluminum version of it. Let me see what's going on. So what I ended up doing was removing the internal, which popped right off. And again, I matched it up, allowing me to physically do that. Again, parts stores sell what they sell. I needed to make sure, we needed to be confident. So it's one thing to go on ahead and go to the parts store. Hey, does this match? They couldn't even find this. I actually had to dig for this and find it and give them the part number. They took it, they ordered it. I bought it and then ran back here. So on Beck Arnley's website, when you go on ahead and type this number in, once you click on the product, you're able to see the applications. So I'm not going to go through the whole application, but I will give you a little bit of a preview on what you're looking at. So it has all the years, all the makes, all the models that in particular aluminum housing fits. So between your Toyotas and your Lexuses, this will all be here. Okay? It'll give you the year, make, model, also engine size. For those of you that went on ahead and they're tired of that plastic one, you're like, why aren't they making an aluminum one? There you go. There's the part number. Should you be very finicky, and there's nothing wrong with being finicky. Some of us are just like that. We're OEM and want to keep the car as original as possible. There's the part number for that oil filter housing. However, that's for the RX350. That's, I believe, a 2018. Always make sure that you give the dealership the last 8 of the VIN. You no longer have to give them the full VIN. All they're asking for is the last 8. Always keep the last 8 on hand. That's happened to me with my Ford. That's happened to me with the Lexus and a couple other cars that I've actually called the dealerships for. They just want the last 8. So, should you embark, always make sure, last 8. Should you be finicky, go to the dealership. That's what we ended up doing today because I had a physical unknown factor with this in particular Beck Harnley part. So again, I made sure that the threading was spot on, which it is. Size was spot on. It's just a matter of taking a look at their website. So once we ran the number, and I'm like, you know what, I'm curious. It popped up. We went and we bought it. I'm glad I ordered it because they had to get it from their distribution center. So luckily enough, they had a shipment in, and they brought it in. So I figured I'd share that tidbit with you, especially with some of you Lexus and Toyota owners. I know we go on ahead and we come across a part that just, quite frankly, is questionable. And again, we don't know what happened. Excuse me. We don't know what happened. I'm not sure if the in particular part over time, because it is plastic, maybe it absorbed, maybe it expanded. We have no idea. The engine was cold. We don't seem to understand and why it was so damn hard to get that fucker off. And yep, I used the actual tool, the special oil filter housing remover tool that has the 3 slots for it, for that, and still broke it. And that fucker was on there. I had to use a 1/2-inch drive wrench to get it, and as soon as I started turning it, I heard snap. I'm like, you bitch. So figured I'd share that with you. There's going to be a couple other videos going on right now for people who have Fords. I know. I'm like, oh, Fords. So this is pertaining to the Pedal Max for those of you that are looking for something a little bit different. I have a JMS Chip Performance Pedal Max. I will be going over that. There is a viewer of mine that is in need of that video, so I will be going over that as well. Again, depending on the year, make, and model of the JMS Chip, take a look at it, and then we'll go over that. But again, that's for another video. You guys will see that coming up. I forgot I shared that with you, but that aluminum housing, yeah, we at least got it, so we don't have to go through that crap again. Again, don't know what the hell happened. All I know is that it was a nightmare to remove him because it took so much force, bink, and you saw that little hole. So to prevent that from that ever happening again, luckily enough, Bacarni's got the solution for that. So again, you have the part number. Let me put both of these together. This is for the 2018 Lexus RX350. And there are your part numbers. It's the Bacarni. That's the aluminum one. Here's the OEM one. Again, we've already installed the OEM one. All right. All right, guys. Have a good one. Holla at your boy. I'm out.